I want to thank UC for their presentation, and I believe the first two speakers that came before the University of California both applauded the governor for keeping the $11 million to the UCR School of Medicine in the budget. And it is certainly something to be proud of. I just want to remind this committee that it was almost 8 years ago when Senator Roth and myself, on our first day here as senator and assembly members, introduced legislation to fund the UCR School of Medicine. And we did it with $15 million ongoing appropriation. That was 50 students that began at UCR, and we've graduated close to that number every year in the last 7 years. So the $25 million that was first proposed in the governor's budget intended to double the size of the UCR School of Medicine. UCR School of Medicine was the first public school of medicine west of the Mississippi since 1971. And I just remind this body that the number of doctors in the Inland Empire, like inland California, is much less than on the coast, much, much less. And this crisis just highlights that need for doctors in inland California. As a member of the Inland Caucus, we presented Mr. Ting and Senator Mitchell with a letter. 14 different members of both the Senate and the Assembly signed on, bipartisan, including my colleague, Mr. Obernolte from Big Bear, bipartisan, and from both senators and Assembly members. And I would just concur with UC that we look at appropriating the whole $25 million. UCR School of Medicine is a bargain. No other medical school in UC is doing as much with as little. It is a unique program. There is no hospital. It is a program that is created to meet the needs of the Inland Empire, to meet the cultural needs of a diverse population. And I am sure that if it had not been for the coronavirus crisis that we are in right now, we would have someone, a medical student from UCR, here with us today. So I would just hope that we will consider the whole $25 million appropriation to the UCR School of Medicine. It is much needed. And thank you to my colleagues who signed on to that letter. Thank you to UC.